Welcome back everybody to the YouTube channel. Today I'll be telling you guys the 5 most important tips and tricks for Bedwars. I really hope you enjoy, and if you've not already, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Tip number 1, Game Sense. Game Sense is more important than mechanical skill. What I mean by this is that there's not very high skill ceiling in Bedwars when thinking mechanically, because you can just be good at PvP. What is more important is knowing when not to void. Another example is having the knowledge of when you shouldn't take fights. I know this seems simple, but trust me, it is much more complicated than running from people with better gear or chasing those with worse gear. Some questions to ask yourself are they good at PvP? Do they have a bed? Will not fighting them result in me losing my bed? These are all different things to think about. Tip number 2 is shop awareness. Shop awareness is knowing what items to buy for the team upgrade shop. There is a common misconception that sharpness is the number 1 priority, when in reality focusing on minor fatigue and protection is much more valuable use of time. Once you get protection 1 and minor fatigue, then you should save up for sharpness, but not before. In terms of regular shop, it is important to try and get the basic tools and iron armor when you have the opportunity. I usually like to get these things after my first rush. Another really good use of gold is TNT. TNT is extremely good for taking out beds, and if you time your jump down correctly, you can get the bed almost every time because it'll knock your opponents back. Tip number 3 is to not focus too much on learning impossible bridging methods. It may seem like cool to God Bridge or Breezely Bridge, but it's not an effective use of time learning these skills. You could be improving much faster and in many other ways. Anyways, let's get to the next tip. Tip number 4, it kind of isn't really a tip, but it's more like you should know how to do these things. So the first skill you need in Bedwars is block clutching. Block clutching is when your opponent hits you off and you place multiple blocks to prevent you from falling to the void. This is really useful for when someone tries to suicide you, or just in general for surviving and keeping all your items. The second skill every Bedwars player should have is ladder clutching. Ladder clutching is useful to prevent all fall damage. This is really useful when your bridge is high above your opponents and you need to get down. In a scenario where a player does not ladder clutch, they will instantly have a huge disadvantage in terms of health compared to their opponent. But if they ladder clutch, it is an even fight. You can also use ladders to negate knockback by shifting on them. The last and final tip number 5, is to not play angry. I know, this sounds dumb, but keeping tilt-proof will prevent you from making dumb decisions because of rage. I know it sucks when you get fireballed off or your opponent has obby, but staying calm will help you become better as a player and have more opportunities to win. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you did enjoy. Thank you.